channel. What's poppin'? It's your girl Keisha, aka Queen Size Journey on Instagram. I drop a lot of fitness tips, a lot of fitness videos, a whole lot of positive things about self-care, self-love, and weight loss. So if you are sitting on the couch and you eating and things like that, and you trying to get it together by next summer, since this summer is canceled, follow my page, subscribe to my channel, because you know what, I will be dropping a couple fitness things too, and I will be dropping just motivational videos and just things that interest me on here too. So if you want to see more of me, and even if you don't want to see more of me, still subscribe, because you know what, you can subscribe and just not watch the videos. But I'm joking, just watch the videos, like, it's not gonna hurt. But let's get into that topic. This topic really gets to me because I feel like I don't know if other fat women can relate to my dating experience, but I had a really trashy dating experience, guys. I feel like the only guy I've ever dated in my life that was amazing was my current boyfriend. My current boyfriend, the one who put a ring on my finger, literally promised ring on my finger to remind me that no matter what, he's gonna be with me. And I've never had that type of attentive love before. I literally, like, my experience with guys has literally been me being emotionally abused by these guys. Like, let's get into the tea, guys. So dating as a fat girl is one of the most annoying things ever, because you have the men who just think fat women disgusting, and they voice it really hard, and I just don't feel like, what's the point of voicing that? Then you have the men who do like fat girls, but they're just trash people. And then you have the guys who like fat girls, but they like them in secret. And then you have the guys who just want to experiment with fat girls sexually because they just weird. But let's get into it. So my dating history is the most horrible one that I've ever, like, I really can't believe I'm 21 and I put myself through a lot of emotional trauma for guys who are just not it. Like, I don't care, they can watch, if they watching this, y'all was not it, y'all was just not it. And I really used to find myself crying and just like bawling over these guys, for real. Like, I really used to, like, I could date back to the first time I've been embarrassed by a guy. It was this boy that I was dating, and he was from my church, and I don't know why I liked him, but I liked him because he was goofy and whatever. And he tried to play me like he was out of my league, when the truth was I was out of his league, and I'm still out of his league. Yeah, I get the point. I'm out of his league. And I remember we had planned a date, y'all. We planned a date and we went to the movies. Since that's that movie with Keke Palmer, and she was singing in it and whatever. And he embarrassed me, y'all. Like, I remember he had broke up with me in the middle of the movies, and everybody knew. And you know what made me cry is the fact everybody knew that he was gonna do that day. And I feel like, why do all that when you could just text me? You know what I'm saying? And he put on a show, y'all. Like, he deserved an Oscar because he really broke up with me, and he had like my friend more than me, and he could have said that. He could have said that. And I remember crying, y'all. I was bawling. We went to the casino to eat afterwards, and I just didn't even know why I was there, because I was young, so I had no way to get home, so I had to stay with them and things like that. So I was like, yo, that's really, that was really, it was just really weird and whatever. And I remember him apologizing to me about it, and I was just like, you knew better. You was like 15 at the time. You knew better. You knew better. You knew how you were treating me. And then that was kind of like a trickle effect to my bad dating history. I went on to talking to 14 years old, talking to this boy who put me, like, I think out of all the guys that I spoke to, he's like top 3, and he 2 or 3, who put me through a lot of emotional trauma, y'all. And he legit used to be on some like weirdos type of stuff. Like, he would block me and then unblock me, block me, unblock me, block me and unblock me, say he loved me, then block me, and things like that. And I just felt like, what was the point of really doing all that if you knew for a fact that you didn't like me like that? You know what I'm saying? And it was like, even like a couple years ago, like, he messaged me and he was like, oh, I don't, like, he messaged me and he was like for 7 years he would like message me and see if I was doing okay, and I just felt like, why would you do that? Because at the time you never cared how I felt, and you did a lot of things that made me feel horrible about myself. And then finally I got over that, and I decided, yo, let me go get a boyfriend. And I got this really cute Dominican boy. He took me to prom, but he ended up being kind of trash himself. And I wasn't surprised, because like I saw the red flags, but I used to tell myself, I was like, sis, you are a dark-skinned fat girl. Who are you really getting? You should be happy when somebody likes you. And so when he expressed interest in me, I kind of jumped to it, and my insecurities made me jump to it, because I felt, okay, like he likes me, like I'm lucky. I used to tell myself that I'm lucky and things like that. And he ended up being kind of horrible too. Like he took me on dates and things like that, and whatever. He never really called me out my name or called me out my face or whatever, or like emotionally abused, like verbally abused me and things like that. But he used to disappear for weeks. Like I would text him, and then a week later he would hit me up. And then not only that, but one of the biggest things that he did, and I was like, bruh, you're mad different for that. We went to prom together, so he was a little older, and I didn't even have to ask him to take me to prom. And he took me, and whatever, and we uploaded pictures. I uploaded pictures. I didn't crop him out, but he did the cleanest crop of me. And I remember at the time I used to beg, I was like, yo, why don't you show me off? And he would be like, oh, I don't want nobody in my business, I don't want nobody to know. And I just felt like if he was dating somebody who was, to me, I feel like if he was dating somebody who was skinny or lighter or whatever, that he wouldn't move that way. And like going into college, right, I ended up straying away from guys my freshman year of college. And that's because I remember, like, I went to one of my first college parties, and this fat black guy gonna be like, oh, you can come in. And I knew I couldn't come in because he was trying to be like, oh, because I was the fattest. I was, like I said, in my friend group, I was one of the biggest girls and things like that. And so he was trying to play me and stuff like that. And you know what, guys, I really hate how bigger fat men think that they can come at fat women themselves. And I'm like, yo, you fat too. And I'm like, why can't we supposed to be one? Why are you trying to fit in so bad that you out here calling fat girls out their names? And I remember he did not want to let me in. And I remember I was cool with this really popular boy. All the girls liked him, and he in real life let me in, and everybody was surprised, because like, oh, how are you friends with him? Because like outside of my looks, just because I was fat or dark, you know, things like that, it didn't mean that I had a horrible personality. Like I said, I have a big personality, and he knew that. And so I remember like things like that kind of like made me stray away from talking to boys. And then I ended up talking to this one boy who my sophomore year, who liked fat girls, but he got shamed for liking fat girls by the people around him and things like that. And he was just a horrible person. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you can't even, it's like not even a win-win. You get a guy who likes fat girls, who's open about it, but he's not a good person. So it's kind of like, damn, like you might as well just be with somebody who likes you in secret. And then one of the worst things ever is also dating someone and be hesitate, or not even dating, but talking to someone and hesitating about it because you don't know if they joking or not. Like I can never forget, like I went to a party, and I remember my friend, she came up to me and she was like, let's call this boy Nick. And she was like, oh, Nick wants to get with you. And I already knew that Nick, I didn't think, I thought it was a joke, because I had just moved in, and none of these boys talked to me before, and they seen me working in the cafeteria. That's how I gained my weight, for real, because I worked in the cafeteria. And he never said anything to me, and suddenly, oh, you want to get with me? Really? Is that really the truth? And I remember thinking that it was I was like, yo, this has to be a joke. He's joking. He's trying to play me and things like that. And I remember all through the party, he would try to go drink for me, drink with me, like toe to toe with me with drinking. And I just remember just being so like uncomfortable, because I'm like, yo, this has to be a joke, and I don't want to embarrass myself, because it's so easy to make the fat girl the pinnacle of people's jokes and things like that. And that was like really one of the things, like even when somebody would say, oh, somebody's interested, like even one of my friends, the friend who let me into the party, he had expressed his interest in me, and I was like, me? Are you serious? And he was like, yeah, you. And I remember him just thinking that he had to be joking, but he really wasn't. He was really serious about it. It was just really interesting to see how it's either like I'm talking to someone who's just really trash, who's open about liking big girls, but trash, somebody who who was secretive about me and things like that. And then you have somebody, then boys especially interested in you, and then you're like, yo, this has to be a joke. But one of the worst guys I ever dated.
I just want to say, I didn't date this guy. I talked to him because he ain't never took me out, so I just had to correct that real quick.
Was some guy who I met, and when I first started talking to him, I felt like he was.
I was really being nice in this video. That man is a demon.
Really a demon. But he ended up being very horrible. And I knew he was horrible because the first time we started talking, we stopped talking. And then, though, I went the whole summer not talking to him. And I remember he hit me up and he was like, yo, like, I miss you, things like that. And I remember just feeling so horrible at myself and feeling lonely because I wasn't talking to anybody at the time. And
should have just stayed lonely, because when I tell y'all, oh my God,
And I went back to talking to him. Biggest mistake in my life, because I remember we were working towards going into a relationship and things like that, and he loved big women, he liked fat girls. So I felt like, oh, finally somebody who will walk the street with me and not be like on some real weird thing. But then he used to use me for a lot of things, and food and rides and things like that, y'all. And he had a whole baby on me, y'all. He had a whole baby on me, and I remember being so hurt about it. Like I knew he was trash, but like I remember him calling me pathetic and things like that. I knew he was trash, but he legit could have told me that he was having a baby. And it was just one of those moments where it was just like, bruh, this man who has no type of anything is really having a baby, and he really tried to come out his face about me and things like that. And this is why it's so hard to date as a fat girl, because you really have the guys who really like I said, like fat women, and just really horrible people, and it was just like it's no in between. And this is really, I want to say, like, I wish I never told myself that I didn't deserve the best, or that I was lucky that somebody liked me, so I had to accept what these men was offering. And a lot of them was offering zero, nada, nothing, because a lot of them didn't have anything. And you know, the worst thing ever would be the horrible guys really come, and this is a real life fact. And I saw a post that said this. They were saying how the worst guys come towards big women because they think that they will accept it, and it's half true, because in this woman like me who really have zero self-confidence and be like, okay, like I have to settle for the ashiness. And then there's some fat woman who be like, they cutting that straight in the tracks. And I really just want to tell you, if you used to be like me, don't be like that. Cut that in the tracks. Do not be with somebody who can't show you off, who can't take you on a date, who's horrible, who verbally abuses you, because it's not worth it. Like, somebody's gonna come around and really show you, like, don't be in a sexual relationship with the guy knowing that you want more, but he only wants to be in a sexual relationship with you because he sees you as undateable, because he doesn't want his friends knowing that he's with the fat girl. Fat girls aren't wifeable. You know what I'm saying? It's really horrible. It's a really horrible thing, true, because there's really a politics to fatness, because it's, oh, if you thick, you okay, but if you like Rasputia fat, then you're not deserving of love. And everybody's deserving of love. All bodies are deserving of love. And people really want you to hate yourself as a fat person, really want you to be like, oh, you don't deserve this, or you can't wear this, or you can't wear that, or you can't date this, or you can't do that. Or if you dating somebody if a fat girl is dating somebody who is fine as hell, they be like, how'd she get that? Because she's more than just her fatness. And also, that's a problem with y'all and people in society. Like, y'all so caught up on looks that y'all really overlook the fact that under the fatness is a whole human being inside, and that fatness is not something that sticks forever. Like, if you care about your partner, then you can help them work towards their fitness goal, help them become the healthier version of themselves. But being all that, like, don't like I said, if you're a fat woman and you dating, do not be dating and wasting your time with these boys that's trash, because it's mad corny. Like, I can't believe I even put myself through that, years of it. Like, yeah, I'm talking about 7 years, because I really started talking to boys when I was 14, and 7 years of my life I really put myself through it with some real ashy men. I had some couple good guys in between, but it just wasn't it. And if you know for a fact that you're dating somebody right now, you're with somebody right now, and they acting the way they acting, they fit any of the descriptions of the trash guys that I'm speaking about, dub that, because you're not gonna help him. He's never gonna change his ways. He's never gonna do this, because he never, like, some guys really get on Facebook and really be like, fat girls this, and blue in the inbox. I can never forget, y'all, somebody hit me up on New Year's up I think 2019 or 2018. He hit me, and that's when I was at my biggest size too. My biggest size. I think it was at my biggest size. I was just starting to lose weight, and he was like, "Oh, come through. I'll call you a cab," and things like that. And this a month ago, he was arguing with these fat girls, and he was calling them crazy names, and I was just like, if you're gonna be one of those guys that be wanting to mess with fat girls and then embarrass them on the internet, like, you're a dub. You're a big dub. Like, why do y'all, like, that's mad weirdo behavior. And it's mad unfortunate that for bigger women, we really have to really sift through harder, because, like, you know, like I said, I've only had 2 boyfriends in my life, and I'm really happy that I slowed down. I really thought to myself what I really wanted, and I really got somebody who's amazing, who really sees me for who I am, and who really overlooks it. And I think a lot of it comes to the fact that I had lost weight, so I kind of came to my senses at the point. But y'all do not be dating these ashy men, please. Y'all deserve better. Y'all are fat and y'all beautiful, and y'all do not need to be with men who play y'all at all. Period.